Hi everybody, it's Brandon.
And Josh.
And before we start today's episode, we just want to give a little plug. Give us a like.
Or subscribe to this channel.
And follow us on Instagram for all of your daily drama and art needs.
Woohoo, check back every week for more content from yours truly.
And hope you enjoy the episode.
Ciao.
Until we get another theme song, this'll have to do. These are your blues reviews. Hey everybody, it's your boys, Brandon
And Josh.
Woo! And we are back for another episode of RuPaul's Drag Parody. Yes, we are here a little bit later than usual. We've had some awesome things happen this past couple of weeks. You had a major performance at your church with orchestra and soloists, and it was magnificent, and glory be to God. Glory.
I guess I could take this off now.
Well, Michelle might clock you later.
I've already failed the challenge of face Keeney this week, and I've already been clocked by the panda bear here.
Yes,
Who looks absolutely amazing. This is one of your best looks.
Oh, thank you.
Most creative.
Good luck.
So I would give yourself a toot and me a boot this week, but when all else fails, go to Mozart.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to toot the look because I like the look. The look is spectacular. The jacket is, that hairline could be a little. But that's not what we're here to talk. I love the look. So if we ever have a classical theme challenge, top two for that. But yes, if we're talking about the face Keeney challenge, girl.
I'm like, what do you mean? A Venetian mask is not a face Keeney? Clearly I missed the mark. Me and Plastique. we don't speak English!
Oh, well, we'll talk about how Plastique conveniently doesn't speak English. But yeah, let's get into this episode. So, we come in with the pre-show. This is after the famous
Shantae, you both stay. We've got a couple of lip-sync assassins in our presence. No one is safe.
Shantae, you say.
Yes,
from Indian
amazing Shantae you stay last time.
I'm still gagged.
That was the best. I must have watched that thing 100 times.
Right. So usually when we have the double stay, the girls, they come in with the pre-show and the girls are kind of salty, a little pressed that, okay, well there's, we thought we were moving on to the top seven.
No, I get it. The competition rises and it's like, oh shit, we still got these same fierce bitches here.
Yeah, all 8 of us are here. But surprisingly, no one was bitter about it because
Silky was a little bitter.
Well, because she wanted Evie to go home, of course, we saw that. But, no one could deny those hoes turned that lip sync out,
God,
and it was
amazing.
like, you gotta stay. So, not too much of the pre-show.
Speaking of Silky, she's sort of having an attitude adjustment going on now. She's sort of getting to the point where she doesn't want to improve herself. She's like, I'm Silky, I'm me, I'm who I am. And so now that we see Silky's a fierce, fierce queen, and she's really stinking funny. Like, every time that bitch is on, I am, like, hurting on my side from laughing because just how she is, her personality, right?
She can light up a room.
And now she's like, I am who I am, so if I'm not going to win, I'm not going to take any judge's critique or try to improve myself.
I'd like to know from some of y'all, like, now that the pressure's on, like, what are you going to do differently?
Nothing. I packed what I packed to get here. At this point, I can't show any more than Silky. And I did wonderful this week. So there's nothing else I can show but do what I'm supposed to do and show why I'm an exceptional drag queen. One thing I can say about myself, if I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to be committed to wrong. People don't like it. They talk about me, say I'm talentless, but I don't give a fuck. I am here.
Yeah.
So we'll see with an attitude like that.
Let me ask you a question. Someone who's also gotten his doctorate. Do you think Silky could have had that attitude in her PhD? When a committee is telling you to change your dissertation, critiquing this, critiquing that?
I don't know. I think you're always learning. I'm learning something new every day now. So
Not how to do a face Keeney.
fuck you.
I just throw it in there. Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't appreciate this from Silky. I love my girl, but be humble, take the critiques, be ready to improve. That's how we got this far. Look at that first episode in our quick drag. Now we're here, baby.
Now we got Mozart panda bears. All right.
So let's get into the
All right, Rue
episode.
shows up. Rue's look this week is a little walking billboard advertisement
For DragCon.
She's wearing a DragCon
You
t-shirt.
think we'll go? It's coming up.
I would love to go. We've never been, surprisingly. I don't know how that's happened.
I think this is the perfect year. It's here. I mean, they have LA and New
The
York.
problem is it happens in May, which is my busiest month of the year.
Yeah.
I have literally no days off, so I can squeeze in a couple hours and try to make my life more hell. But might be worth it.
Yeah. So if we do that, stay tuned for that episode. So Rue comes in and she's talking about DragCon. And you know what? Interesting. I thought last week's mini challenge where they were doing their book would have been great for this, because then they could plug their book at DragCon. It could be about like selling yourself at a convention.
Right.
And usually the reading challenge happens with Snatch Game, which was last week.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but for whatever reason they switched it, we get our reading challenge this week.
Reading challenge, yeah. And surprisingly, Nina, not funny.
I mean,
She's
not
such a
just
sweet person
Nina.
because she can't. Yeah, but you think about who's the comedy queens, and you're like, the first one that comes to my mind is like, Silky's loud, obnoxious funny.
Yeah.
Nina's like witty funny.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wait, she's gonna be really stinking funny, and
Yeah.
she bombed. And I think it's because she's so sweet, she can't make fun of people.
Hers were a little light in the loafers in
Yeah.
our readings. To be quite honest, I didn't find anyone particularly funny this year.
Well, yeah,
Reads.
I thought Brooklyn was hilarious, and I thought it was more hilarious that it was a surprise that she was funny.
I'm looking for a new apartment. How much are you charging for the vacant space between your ears? Sugar cane. I'm redoing my fireplace and I'm short a brick. Can I borrow your face? Miss Vanjie.
Don't get the divorce papers.
Now the real reason I keep kissing you is because it's the only way to get you to shut the fuck up.
I'll take that.
Silky nutmeg ganache.
In the flesh.
Brew, isn't she precious?
Yes.
No, really. Isn't that precious?
So I wrote down win before they even gave her the win.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, the way this is edited, it's clearly the win.
Yeah, Brooklyn by far was the funniest. But for everyone who doesn't know, they do this challenge every year, and my personal favorite. What's weird is they cut a lot of it.
Yeah.
They cut a lot of the reads, and some of the girls would have won had they used the reads that they cut from the show. The top winner of all time to me is Darian Lake from season 6. She went in on her sisters.
Trinity K. Bonet. She says she has an 8-inch penis, but it smells like a foot.
It's a lie, I never said that.
Laganja, you're not yourself today. I noticed the improvement immediately. Pretty little Courtney A. Her real beauty is on the inside. I guess that's why you've let so many men inside you. Courtney A, Australian for whore.
They couldn't give her the win because it wasn't going to air.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't know that.
Darian Lake went in. So,
Well, it's not about going in. It's not about just being a total bitch and like saying all kinds of hateful shit. It's about being witty and humorous and using people's flaws to,
she did that. She did that, but at the same time, you want to hear a good dick.
Yeah.
Or Jujubee's line to Tyra.
All right, Jujubee.
I'm not nervous. I'll read a bitch. I will read you to filth. Miss Tyra, was your barbecue canceled? Your grill is
Like, that's probably the most iconic reading line.
My
of all
favorite that I
time.
can remember off the top of my head is you like a BMW. Body made wrong.
Maybe, was it your favorite because it got used twice? Latrice and Nina.
This memory don't work that well. So you gotta say it 2 or 3 times for me to remember it.
So Brooklyn wins the reading challenge. Yay for Brooklyn. And Ru goes into today's maxi challenge, which the girls are going to be performing in pairs. They're going to do a short little improv scene a la Cops.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got Cheyenne Jackson and
Jackson.
Portia Beamster as our officers, and they're going to be coming up to the girls and they're going to be interrupting some activity.
Some kind of illegal stuff going on.
Yeah.
Drag queen illegal. What would a drag queen be doing illegally? Yep, selling some kind of...
Everything we saw in this episode.
None of them were selling cocaine though. That was too close to home.
Ooh.
That's the Alyssa Edwards challenge.
Do Alyssa like that. You stop watching her show after 2 episodes. You don't know her life like that.
Yeah, she bought a house. I'm proud of her.
That was the first episode.
Well,
well, we know that. So Brooklyn, as the winner of the mini challenge, gets to pair the girls up. And Brooklyn's playing... She says she's being fair, but she's also being strategic in that she picks Nina for herself because Nina's proven to be a strong actress.
Yeah.
And then she pairs the other girls up. She says she wanted a big personality with a not so big, so they could.
well, she takes her boo thing Vanjie, and I think she was trying to help Vanjie in this.
Yeah.
But sort of backfired. Vanjie's partner was who?
Plastique. Yeah. Who's kind of quiet, reserved, not too wild and out there.
Yeah, so I get the point, like, take the one that you think is going to fail the most and put it with the person you like and care about. So that, especially if it's a team challenge and it's like, or knowing it was individual challenges,
Yeah.
that makes a big difference.
Yes, that does. I mean, the show flips the script on that anytime they feel like.
You never know what you're going to get, so it's like, I think the girls know though, don't they? Otherwise, why would she put Vanjie with Plastique?
No, she said the reason why she did that is because she wanted someone with a loud, bold personality to be paired with someone who does not have. So the other pairings were Suga and Silky. Suga's kind of quiet.
Yeah, Suga's quiet.
Silky, we know Silky. Evie and Akira. Akira has been delivering, but Akira is not a bold standout. Like, she is just professional.
Yeah.
And Evie, as we know, is not afraid to say what she gotta say. And so,
That's a good pairing.
Yeah, the pairings for what Brooklyn said they were they were exactly what she said.
So we jump into the Maxi Challenge, and we have LADP, LA Drag Patrol.
Yeah, and Ru being like the call center worker. This is what I like Ru when Ru just gets to bullshit and just have fun.
Yeah.
She's sitting up there typing, girl, like being that sarcastic black administrative woman.
Right?
Yeah.
What's just emergency? Back alley, butt pad. How much did you pay? That's crazy. My cousin Tanisha will get you that shit for half price.
Ru was great. And so, like, Fortune and Cheyenne, they're driving in the car. We see them on the top side.
Yeah.
And the first group is Silky and Suga. And their scenario is Silky is selling illegal butt and hip pads. Pads for the girls. And Suga is a disgruntled customer.
Hip pad. Come on over to my trunk, baby. How you doing, girl? I know you want something up here. Come get these good old hip pads. Oh, I got a new customer coming. I'm about to get some of that government money today. You look like you need some of your pants. Turn around, let me see.
Oh, I don't have a lot.
Oh, you white, honey. I got this just for you.
Now, this is the one I call. She done so many busted hip pads. I'm trying to get my groove back. I'm a widow. And she gave me these hip pads. Child, listen. What are they doing to me?
Ma'am. You need some help officer with your chicken? I got a 911 out of 69344.
Ooh, it's for sale.
And I love Silky calling out Fortune. Oh, girl, you white, look at that ass. It look like a cottage cheese butt going on there.
Right.
She didn't say all that, but we was all thinking it.
So this scene, what did you think about this scene?
That was one of my favorites because it was really cute. Silky's just so over the top. And by the end, they're chasing around Silky trying to arrest her. And I think at some point and later in the episode, Cheyenne's like, I literally could not get this bitch in the car. She was making me work.
Yeah, when she did that swan dive on the hood of the car, I was like, oh Lord, the den they just rented that for the day.
Exactly. The whole thing.
And
like,
by the end, Fortune's riding on top of her. Oh girl.
But it was really funny. She's just crazy. All I wrote is like Silky crazy with a bunch of exclamation points. But it was really good, and neither one of them I thought got lost.
Well, I didn't feel like Suga got lost, but the unfortunate thing is when you're in a scene with someone like a Silky, or when they did last season Bossy Rossi with Eureka, Aquaria held her own in that scene, but Eureka just... You can't help but watch this, big, large person flapping around.
Exactly.
It just commands attention.
It really does. Yeah, and the same thing here. But the best one, I think, was really the next one.
Oh, okay. So then next we had Brooklyn and Nina. Yes. And their scenario was Brooklyn,
white trash, American
meets hippie.
Yeah, it's like one of these like campsite RV lots where this old white trash Nina West is like in her lot, in her camper, and Brooklyn the hippie is like
out sunbathing, just like taking it in.
I don't even want to look. Oh, God.
Good morning, officers.
Ma'am, we've received a complaint about public nudity.
I am living my life. There's nothing wrong with nudity. I'm not ashamed of my body. Are you ashamed of my body?
I definitely am ashamed.
Could you hold this for a second?
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Wow.
Can you see it? Is it in there?
I see something.
Wow. What's your name, ma'am?
Starfire Glamazon. Waiting for my keyword.
Is that an A cup?
Ooh, you smell good. You smell like my dad.
She's not giving me the cue. Well, girl, this scene is not Brooklyn and Cheyenne and Fortune. So, fuck it. I have to come out.
Well, it's about high time you have arrived.
So, what's the problem?
What's the problem? This lady is in my yard, taking the jaybird for the world to see.
Oh, wait, this is your yard?
This is my green turf.
Oh, I thought that this was your residence.
Her baby feeders being out in the middle of God's green earth.
Touch them. Touch them. How does that make you feel?
Confused.
I don't know how I got in on this. Officer
Please
Jackson.
remove my hands from your breast, ma'am. This is the problem, officer.
Brooklyn turned it out. Okay, so we have to say while they're in the workroom, when we skip over that because it's not that important. But Ru comes by and asks like how the girls are, how you're nervous, and after that talk, Brooklyn's like, you know what? I think I would feel more comfortable being the sunbather because I can do my movements and but Nina kind of wanted that part to push herself out of her box.
Yeah, and I get it. Either one of them would have been super stinking funny because Nina, being a little bit bigger girl, right? Like laying around naked and like everybody could really react off of that. And so she was trying to do that.
I'm here for it.
And then when Brooklyn got the advice from Rue to dance and move her body, it was like, it was perfect though. I would have loved to like been a fly on the wall for that one, just seeing people's reactions.
Yeah, so Brooklyn comes out, she's going full acid trip, the officers show up and she's just like, just loving, feeling, putting her cooch out, but something happens. While she's going in all of that, she misses her cue that she's supposed to give to Nina.
Oh yeah, Nina's sitting there.
And Nina's just sitting in the trailer.
That's all right. Nina she doesn't need no cues. She gives her a little bit of time. She knows what to do.
Yeah. Well, Nina said it threw her off, but I didn't see that. Nina came out and she gave me all the Tammy Faye QVC
with the big map on the side of the RV. I just keep imagining like this old like 70s drag queen looking mother and the old man smoking a cigar and they have to stop in the middle of the damn highway with the big map stretched out. And here comes freaking the face coming out. And then seeing naked people. Woo!
Yeah.
Boy, I'm drinking too much Bailey's today.
That's all right, because this scene was cheers. Cheers on that. This scene was all that too for these hookers in this scene.
Next up was our Plastique and Vanjie scene.
Yes, Plastique and Vanjie. And so their scenario, they were having a cat fight.
Yeah. Which I thought was stupid from the beginning. I was like, I don't know. I was like,
even as a musical theater person, you didn't like the idea of cats?
Oh, good God. No musical theater person ever liked the idea of cats.
Shade. Shade.
Hey, come on, break it off. Oh, God, okay.
Miss Plastique went to the cop and started pumping him, and I told her only do that when you go blank, so she must have went blank the first second.
Explain to me what's happening here. What's happening?
Officer, why are you only talking to her? You judging me because I'm from the street?
Hey, what's up?
Where your taser at?
Oh, no.
Okay. Cat, where's that?
She stole milk at me. She stole milk from me.
Okay. I'm so confused. I think they're fighting over milk. I don't know.
Why are you sleeping with my man, ho? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, but it didn't seem in alignment with the rest of them.
Yeah, it was a weird
like when you look back on all four of them, it's like which one of these is not like the other. It's like the cats was so stupid, and then to put it after Brooklyn and Nina, which was like super funny. I'm like gagging, laughing, and then to see this, and we're all like,
yeah, this scenario. I think that what it lacked from the other ones, this was the only one that wasn't grounded in reality.
Yeah,
like. Brooklyn and Nina were playing real people. Like, I know that sunbathing girl. I know that sort of Walmart woman. But, like, I don't know what person is just hanging around wearing an actual cat costume.
Yeah, that makes it even harder. That's true, because now you're not a person, you're an animal and trying to personify.
Yeah, and, like, when they were working on their scene, they said, okay, well, Plastic Tiara is going to be, like, Cats the musical, so she's gonna have that inspiration, while Vanjie's gonna be the hood alley cat.
Yeah.
And they even said, okay, Plastique, you need to bump it up, and Vanjie's like, I don't want to go at a 10 right off the bat. And what's the first thing they did?
Got a cat fight.
Plastique Tiara's playing reserve, and Vanjie's at his 10.
Right.
Immediately. This was bad.
Yeah, I just didn't get it. And then Cheyenne and Fortune kept like trying to help them and prompt them into things. And it was just like in the Flash game. What do you call it?
Snatch game. Flash game. Is that where you pop your hoo-ha out real quick and see if anybody notices?
That was the one before. Brooklyn was playing the Flash game today.
Oh, the Flash game. Yeah, so oddly enough, you and I have had the pleasure of working with Cheyenne Jackson with the Gay Men's Chorus, and he was very nice and respectable, and he is very helpful. So I can see, having that interaction with him then, I can see that he was probably trying to make sure they had a good performance.
Yeah.
And it wasn't happening.
No, they couldn't do it. But next up, we had Akira.
Oh, clear it out.
Yeah, did you hear that? Oh. Too much Venetian liquor, I guess.
As you were saying.
All right, last up was Akira and Evie.
Akira and Evie.
Which was funny. Their whole thing was about...
They were street twerkers. Yeah, they were illegally twerking on the street. And Akira was playing the older prostitute, and Evie was playing the young girl that was kind of stealing her corner. Yeah, and so this scene was hilarious from second one to second done, because Akira has that ass. She got that ass.
You better slap that ass.
Whether she bought it, mama gave it to her, I don't care. But that ass is delicious.
Young bitch, I done told you next time I see you, I was gonna slap you one good time. Slap me for what, bitch? I don't even. I done told you. Now you better get ready. Oh, now I'm on. I can give a slap on your corner. Listen, officer, I don't mean to be rude to you. But this is my code for over 35 years. I twerked my ass from that end to that end. I told this box bill bitch not to come back over here no more. I'm gonna have to get something to prop myself up, but I can still get down with the get down. Oh, my back. Hold on. I pay good money for it. You gonna slap it today? You gonna slap it today? Slap it today.
My dad, Mr. Wahlberg, told me that he used to be a rapper, and his name is Mark. And oh, it's my baby. Can we twerk this out, Mom? Oh, it's my baby. Can we twerk this out, Mom? My baby.
No, this is my child. I gave him years ago.
This is beautiful, but you're both under arrest, unfortunately. So I need you to gather up this ma'am.
Twerking is a blessing. Twerking is a blessing, baby.
Mama, when we get into the block, we're gonna have to start a twerk team.
No, man.
That's a drag queen to us for sure.
Oh yeah, but she was just shaking it and jiggling it everywhere. But what I liked in this, they had like a full story.
They did, yeah, and they followed the story, and it was cute. It was I don't know. You don't care about the story really. You just care about what they do and how they act and react.
Yeah,
but it does help when it's like, you know, it gives them something more to act and react about if they have some kind of plot or something to do.
If you have a storyline, you have something you can play on.
They all were supposed to have a storyline though. I mean, the cats we didn't get, like Banji or somebody said like the milk was spilt, and it's like, what did they find over milk?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really kind of funny, and we saw Akira turn out for once. You thought she was going to be quiet, and they thought she was the quiet one.
For once, Akira is always
it out. When you're saying about the pairings, you're like, Evie's really loud, and Akira is reserved and a beauty queen.
Well, yeah, they had a little thing when Brooklyn said that. They cut to Akira a confessional saying, Ms. Brooke, you don't think I have personality? Oh, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
And she showed up.
She did.
They had this whole full storyline where they were rival twerk teams, but then at some point they found out Evie was her daughter.
Yeah.
And they were having like a mama hug, like reunion, but they were twerking the whole time. And then when Cheyenne...
And then Akira runs away and she's gonna get arrested trying to climb the fence.
Twerking is a blessing!
Twerking is a blessing! Oh yeah, that shit was funny.
And when she was crying, she was twerking. When she was down on the ground getting arrested, she was twerking. She was twerking on the car.
I love improv. I love when people just go with it. And I love even more improv when there's twerking involved.
Overall, I thought this was a fun challenge. I like this. I'd like to see more than... And oddly enough, I've actually done an improv scene like that.
Yeah.
I'll find the clip somewhere, but I did something like that where I was being arrested for something, and it's fine. Like, so I don't know how anyone bombed with it. It's fun. Create your own fantasy. I think I was drunk. I was drinking after my daughter's birthday party, so my SUV, when the cops pulled me over, had beer bottles and pinatas in it.
Beer bottles and pinatas.
And I was
that sounds like a San Fernando paradise.
That 818 lifestyle. Hey, we were doing what we could. Total fun. Love it. Great challenge.
So we get to the runway, and
Ru comes out.
Ru comes out, and this is the Ru look of the season, I think. So far, Ru has looked like, I don't know, I've sort of given her a boot or a quasi boot every week.
Can you put that mask somewhere?
You don't like my little jingle jangle?
He is just a jingling all over our audio.
Okay, fine. I'll leave him here.
Okay.
He's got to be close by because it's part of my look.
So as you were saying about
this was like Ru comes out, Major Toot. This is like a magical aqua fairy angel.
Yeah.
It was like, it was
good.
The cutest. Like, I would love to see that on a red carpet somewhere.
Yeah. This was an absolute gorgeous look from Ru this time. And then we have our guest judges this week, who are Fortune and Cheyenne from the challenge. They should be judges. And one of my faves, Natasha Lyonne.
Yes.
Who is from American Pie, from Orange is the New Black, and her new series.
American Pie.
Yeah, she was in American Pie. She was. Okay, so there's Tara Reid.
Yeah.
She was Tara Reid's best friend, who everyone thought was a lesbian. She was kind of that alternative girl.
All right.
She's always kind of playing the alternative girl.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember her.
Yeah. But she's also in the Netflix series Russian Doll. And so if you haven't seen that, go check that out. It's only like 8 episodes. You'd really like it. It's for anyone who's having that sort of mid-30s what's going on here, crisis, and exploring that. So she's great in that. And I watched it. I felt the themes. Since you like to talk about the themes and the ideas.
Yeah, I tell you what, that girl that was the judge never looked better.
That dark bang, that smoky eye, that cheetah zebra.
Yes, Carson Kressley gets better looking every week.
Don't do that.
Bye, bitch.
Bye.
Ain't nobody missing you.
Girl, that's the tea. So
you know what they should do? They should get Jay Rodriguez on there if they want a Queer Eye for the Straight Guy original.
Yeah.
Everybody loves some Jay.
Oh yeah, Jay. And then to replace Ross, that you get Miss J from America's Top Model.
There you go. We got it. We've got casting directors. Next line on the resume. We're coming for you.
Listen to us. The runway this week, the theme is Face Kini, and it is inspired by Rue's look from season 10, from the Ball Challenge.
Yeah, I remember that when that came out, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Clearly, I still don't know.
So, here's the thing about that. The rumor going around was it wasn't Rue. That, like, Rue had gotten sick, and they did that look to just put someone in because they had to film.
No, I doubt that.
I doubt that too, but if you look at it, like, the fact that they had... Okay, see, these girls had to show their eyes.
Yeah.
Rue had a visor on, so we didn't see the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So we couldn't even tell. The rumor was that it was Raven under there. Because them lips looked a little bigger than Rue normally does. I'm just saying.
But how is Raven a white girl?
Raven from season 2?
Yeah.
I'm David's white. I don't know what else to say.
I mean, she got the big lips and like, and they're substituting her out for Rue.
I don't know. Raven has gone on record saying that he's not into the plastic. He won't do plastic surgery to help his drag. So I guess those are all natural.
I like that. We like seeing Raven at Mickey's.
Yeah, shout out to Raven. Yeah, so it's inspired by that, and we're serving these looks. So let's get to them.
Silky Not Meganosh.
Silky Not Meganosh is on the runway, and she is giving a fly, as she calls it, or a roach, as Michelle calls it.
Yep.
And what did you think about this look?
I thought it was great. It was costume fantasy world. Like, I hate cockroaches and black insects and things like that because they give you the heebie-jeebie creepies.
What's wrong with being black?
I don't know. What is wrong with being black? You tell me.
Oh, that's a whole other video. Especially in America. We're not ready.
But it was, yeah, you couldn't, honestly, on the runway, you couldn't notice her eyes not being made up until she was standing there. They probably had to angle a camera to get a shot in there anyways.
Yeah.
So you could tell that was some bullshit from the workroom that they like. The PAs come around and go, Silky's not putting on eye makeup. Call her out today.
Call her out.
Yeah, it's just, that's how the game works. That's how the show works. But you couldn't notice. It was okay. It was an interesting look. It was, just gave me like a fantasy Halloween thing.
Yeah, I mean, Ben de la Creme did the fly kind of much better. So
when you cover your whole face, it's like, this is creativity, and this is Halloween.
Ooh, okay. Thank you for that.
So I consider her Halloween.
But toot or boot?
Boot.
Yes, okay, I'm gonna boot this. You could have pushed it, baby. So we'll move on.
Sugar Cane.
Next on the runway was my girl, Miss Sugar Cane, again for like the 5th time this season, getting the top 2 of the week for me.
Really?
Yes, She gave like My Fair Lady meets Club Kid.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I don't know. That's fine. That's fine. You could be.
I mean, actually, honestly, like if anybody tries to do like gets into that world a little bit, like I'm so far from that world. So now that I like try to come up with a look every week, it's like really freaking hard. Like then when you see this on week after week, this creativity and this finesse and all the things that they have to do, from the makeup to sometimes they're creating their own garments and stuff like that. It's really inspiring, and it's really sort of I'm in awe. So I can't. It's with deepest regret that when I have to boot some, but you're running circles around my wildest imagination of what I could do.
But you're gonna boot Sugar's look?
Boot.
A girl's just trying to be controversial to get us views. So if you agree with him, give us a like. If you agree with me, give us a like down below.
Just don't click that thumbs down.
No, don't click. Pretend that one doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the top. This is the shoe.
Yeah.
Sugar looks glorious. She's elegant. Everything. Next on the runway was Brooklyn Heights. And she was giving us steampunk zebra.
Yeah. Anything that's like steampunk, it can be either really tacky and obnoxious and like
Yeah, it's been done.
Or it can be like, it was really cool when it came out. It's like, oh wow, what a different sort of like turn on things in different universe. But like, I loved that she had this handmade iron metal wire like horse thing, and it was like I can just imagine like someone putting that together in an arts class, in like a sculpture or pop art class. And how much effort and time and attention that takes.
Maybe at Mission College.
Maybe, you know who teaches that class at Mission College, and they're not doing anything nearly that creative. Like that's just one component of this entire look.
So this is your top 2?
Oh yeah. Okay. It was just, for creativity, it's like I said before, trying to do these kind of things and thinking of like the elements you have to put into it, it's like, wow.
That's true. It's a great, I'm not going to boot. I'm like you. I'm not going to boot it because it's not my personal.
Well, because I had so many favorites this week that I had to find a couple to boot. Okay. Like, for example, next down the runway
was Miss Nina West.
Miss Nina West, given huge eyelash Mr. Peanut polka dot fantasy.
Polka dot Lee Bowery tease, honey. Yes. Nina, I will say, if this wasn't my top 2 of the week, but Nina came close. This was ridiculously good. I would wear it today.
I love the garments. I love the pant that she wore with it too. That just like flowed on the runway really beautifully.
She was sick.
But I mean, the eyebrows were like from a whole different universe, and those were must have been attached to her eyelids. Those things must have weighed a pound apiece.
Yeah, I don't know if she put them. Okay, so
she might have glued it to.
I have lashes on. You wear more lashes than I actually had lashes on to try to give more of a feminine Minnie Mouse, and they don't like really show through this. No. So Nina must have had to put them on the outside because they were huge.
Yeah.
And
they were so cool. But it was like very good look. I actually saw a little glimpse of this when I was scrolling through Instagram before we watched the episode.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh my god, I need to put Instagram down because I don't
work.
Right? You better work, bitch.
Yes.
Big 2.
Next on the runway was Vanessa, Vanjie, Mateo, Heights.
Damn, so soon, huh?
Well, because the girl said that's all she's leaving here with, and this challenge.
Oh, shit.
This challenge makes me believe that.
I don't know, she was giving me some spider bitch.
Yeah, she was giving some she-spider. Yeah, I see that.
I thought it looked like something that would be from like a fantasy sex club. It was like a latex look.
Do you know what it is? Her and Plastique, both of them were giving me J-Lo's costumes from The Cell. If you have not seen that movie, it's a crazy trippy movie about going into the mind of a serial killer and like exploring his psyche, and there's all these weird demonic imagery, but J-Lo's got costumes for days in there. Go check The Cell.
Okay, there you go.
But
it was cool. It was like latex balloon kind of thing with her big braid hair. I really liked it. I thought it was kind of cool looking. I would love to like go out to a club and wear something like that.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be. But I mean,
I liked it.
I could neither toot nor boot that look because it was like. It fit the challenge. It was cute. She wore it well.
Michelle said had she padded and gave more boobs up top and like gave more of that, it would have set it over. And I agree.
Yeah.
That would have given that more shape, and it would have been like, wow. But it was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Next we have my friend, Plastic Tiara.
Plastic Tiara. Where you going now? Who slipped back in her Asian accent halfway through the challenge.
Sure did.
They told her, and oh well.
Once I realized that Plastique has over 1 million Instagram followers, I'm like, oh, this bitch done. She should have been gone home.
Yeah, she's fine. She's gonna have a career. She don't need the crown. She don't need nothing.
She don't need nothing.
This look, while interesting, while I like it, because of her choice up here, did not fit the challenge, and so therefore I'm just gonna have to boot it.
Oh, me and Plastique are on the boot line this week. We didn't get the challenge right.
Yeah.
I don't know. She looked like a sex dominatrix though. I was like, she was just missing the cat o' nine tails. I was like, bitch, with me.
Oh, that's all for it. All for it. That face candy should have been right.
Right.
What if she would have just went full gimp mask? Like if you're putting on that outfit
with the zipper. Yeah.
Sorry, sound people.
But missed the mark. Yeah, that's it. Actually, I thought for a minute it was a superhero challenge. We went from Spidey bitch to like New Age Catwoman.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The new Michelle.
That's right.
Michelle. So yeah, Plastique. Sorry, boo. Then we had Miss Akira Chanel Davenport, and she was giving us gingerbread man plastic surgery realness. And this, I have to admit, I've liked everything Akira's put down the runway, even that one that put her in the bottom. Mm-hmm. I didn't like this.
I didn't either. The judges loved it, and I was thinking like, really? This is like the weird, like most basic, we're gonna throw this in just in case I need a look challenge. It's like at the very bottom of the suitcase and she's like, shit, what else do I have in here? Oh, this, I can make this work.
Yeah, it was weird. So Michelle likes to point out that on RuPaul's Drag Race, we've seen people do plastic surgery themed looks before. Sharon's done it, Miss Fame. Detox.
Oh wait, Detox is just a walking plastic surgery.
I think that's what she was saying. She was just like Detox in general.
Detox in general.
And so she is correct that this is a new, different sort of take on that. Yeah. But that doesn't mean it was just...
Yeah, it was basic. And I was just having the thought, like, for us, you know, Brandon always says these girls only get like a week or two to prepare.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side of it, these girls have been in the drag scene for years, sometimes decades.
Okay.
And so they have like closets and closets of stuff that they can pull from.
Okay.
In general. So to know that you're doing a face kini challenge, I don't know, I kind of get the concept, but it's like, if you needed to create something new, then why not create something like...
Whatever. Where was the imagination? I'm a panda. I'm a fucking panda.
It was fine. It was fine. It was just fine. So
sorry. Yeah,
that's another toot. I mean another boot. My bad.
Yeah, Kira, I'm gonna boot it, and I feel okay because...
Wait, but we're not the toot and boot bitches. Why are we tooting and booting?
We've always been doing that. What happened? Oh, now's not the time to be questioning our format.
Don't get a disgruntled panda on your hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. I will maul your ass.
That's a ghetto-ass panda, too. You get shanked.
Last but not least on the runway, we had Miss Evie Oddly, and she was giving us a radioactive swamp monster.
Yeah, this was the first look of Evie's I didn't like. You know, earlier when I was like, there were so many looks I liked, and I just realized after we've reviewed them that there's like, that's not true.
You've only tooted two of them.
I know. And I'm afraid this one's not going to achieve that either. The lip thing was like really bizarre.
Yeah.
I like that concept. It made me think of the dentist when they put them damn things in and they
spread your cheeks.
And I'm like, you're like slobbering everywhere. I'm like, wonder how much saliva Evie had to clean up down her neck after that.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
It was totally Evie. I mean, it was her aesthetic and it fit the challenge. So it was like, I get like when you're a queen and you have a certain like gimmick, you don't want to fall into like the one trick pony category, but you want to brand yourself so that it's like, that is
it's a fine line.
Yeah, it is. And I think she does a really good job with that. So in that regard, this look is really cool because it is Evie.
Yeah.
So quasi-toot.
Quasi-toot.
That's like the first one was like toot, and then Nina, that was like Nina's toot, and so this is just a toot.
Y'all, we're filming this in the morning this time, and so we gotta go. I don't even know what to say. Let's go on.
Bitch, I'm the little engine that could.
The little engine that could not get this challenge right. Where your face kini at? Don't be talking about, how you gonna boot somebody else's face kini? You can't even show up in one yourself. We gonna go on here. So,
I wish we could live our life in a relationship like this.
The girls find out that it's being judged individually and not in teams, which just seems arbitrary to me. It's like, whatever, okay. Then we have Nina and Evie are safe.
Yeah.
And then we get to the judging.
So I think this is our time for
Brandon and Josh's tops and bottoms.
Tops and bottoms. Hey! Oh.
You keep that up. You keep that up, and we're gonna have a whole different kind of audience.
Ooh.
So, who are your tops this week?
Tops were, of course, my toot of the week, Brooklyn. I thought she was taking it home. I love Nina. Nina's look was amazing, and I actually put Silky as number 3.
Okay, Brooke, Nina, and Silky as our tops. For my tops, I had Brooke, Akira, and Silky. In that order.
You had Silky too.
Yeah. Well, I knew that shit is funny. I mean, Silky was hilarious in the challenge.
Yeah, that's why I put her, because it wasn't, the look was okay, it was kind of cool, whatever, but it was like a safe look, but the challenge I thought would put her there.
She turned it out, and I had Brooke winning.
They didn't like Silky, apparently.
No, they did. Silky was in the top.
Okay, good.
But they got on her because she kind of... There's a difference between doing your job and then overshadowing and like just being a camera hog. And they got her on that.
Well, she's been that since day one. They knew that.
And they kind of clocked her about the whole...
The eye makeup.
Yeah, you got to put something underneath that girl. So, who were your bottoms?
Bottoms, had Vanjie down there. And then I had Plastique and Sugar in the lip sync.
Yeah. I also, you got Plastique and Sugar. I had Sugar safe, but in the bottom, and then I had Plastique and Vanjie because they were horrible as a team. Yeah. The other girl, I mean, Sugar got overshadowed, but she wasn't bad in the challenge. Right. So, and that look. So yeah. So the judges agreed. I know they perfectly lined up with mine. I'm pretty sure that was yours too.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. As we narrow it down,
it gets more.
Congratulations, you are the winner of this week's challenge.
Thank you. Yeah. So Akira is the winner of the main challenge for her twerking talents. And
I was a little mad about that too because I thought between Brooklyn and Nina, I was like, one of these two bitches is gonna win. I don't know which one. And to be like Akira, I was like, I get it that it was different.
Do you know why I think that is? I think it's also the producing. Yeah. Because Brooke already has 2 wins. Yeah. Silky has 2 wins.
They gotta spread it out.
Akira, this is now her second win. Now we have an even playing field, so we don't know who can make it to the top 4, who can win. We want to see.
Yeah, they gotta spread it out. I mean, give her something when she has a great look, not a onesie.
They loved the look, though.
They loved the plastic surgery onesie.
Yeah, we didn't love it. They lived. So. All right, but shout out to Kira. She's a friend of the show.
There you go.
Shout out to Kira. And lip syncing this week, we have Plastique Tiara and Vanessa Vanjie Matera. They finally did it.
They did it.
They finally said, Vanjie, we tired of this shit. You can't just meme your way to the top 4. Get your ass in that lip sync, girl. And the lip sync was Hood Boy by Fantasia Barrino. What'd you think about the lip sync?
What he said.
Because I remember these things.
Yeah. I thought about the lip sync, what was going on, and then I didn't think about the lip sync again.
The shade. Okay, fine.
I mean, coming off last week's lip sync from
any lip sync is going to be tough.
It was like, I thought we might actually get a double sachet.
Double stay, double get the hell out.
Yeah.
Well, no. I think this was a case, I don't know, there's been some rumors going around that the producers will flip songs and change shit up to keep the girl that they want. Willem has been very open about that happening. So I felt like once I saw the title of the song, I was like, oh, okay, so they're going to try to keep Vanjie.
Yeah.
Despite Plastique having a better record, having actually won a challenge, being able to listen to critiques, they're going to pick this song that they know Vanjie can turn the hell out. And she can dance.
Yeah.
Vanjie can buck and chuck all over. And this is sort of a hip-hop ghetto fantasy song. And so that's right up her alley. So she naturally did it.
I used to think they didn't like young queens. They favored because RuPaul is a little bit up there.
Yeah.
But then along came Aquaria, so it's like...
Aquaria, Violet Chachki, won at 21.
So it's not that. It's just that... Whatever, I don't know. They sabotaged her.
Yeah, they set Plastique up. This was... Yeah, they set her up. But that's okay. Like you said, she has 1 million followers. Yeah. And she's House of Edwards. She has her brand. She will have a wonderful career. Who cares that she lost? It's just a show. It's just a show, guys. Don't go attack nobody. Don't go whatever. Because Vanjie sent her home. It's a show. But Vanjie sent her ass home.
Don't be starting riots in West Hollywood.
Not over Plastique. No, ma'am.
Maybe Greenwich, but not West Hollywood.
So this was an episode. It was overall, I thought this was a fun episode. It's not one I'll remember, I'll watch again, but it was fun.
Yeah. And, I must give, out of all the looks, I think this is my all-time toot for this bitch.
Oh. Of my looks or of your looks?
Of your looks.
The top toot of my looks? Not even the Baba Duchess?
That was pretty good, too. I don't know, it's something about the way your face looks now that I have to keep looking at you to see if it's the person I know.
Because it's completely hidden, and that's how he likes my face. All right, guys.
My body's working, but just keep that face.
We're going to get out of here. You've got to go teach some classes, and I've got to do this. Until next time. Cheers.
2, 3, 4. Tell the people what she wore.
It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time